Kayla Nicole has deactivated her Twitter account after fans dug up some super problematic tweets that she shared. And I do mean problematic. I mean, she was going after everyone. Black people, Mexicans, Asian people, gay people, people with Down syndrome. After getting some backlash for her Halloween costume where she shaded Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, Kayla tweeted, "Respect Black women, protect Black women." And that's when people started calling her a hypocrite and digging up her old tweets where she is clearly not respecting or protecting Black women. Fans brought up the fact that she danced with Chris Brown, a known woman abuser, on stage, that she mocked Tiana Taylor by dressing up as her for Halloween, and she also dressed up as Sierra last year for Halloween after previously bashing her. But that was only the beginning, because it turns out Kayla has been tweeting super problematic and racist things for years. In some tweets, she uses a gay slur, and some people may argue that these were a long time ago when it was more acceptable to use these words, but she was actively deleting the tweets as they were resurfacing. In other tweets, she talks about women who look like they have Down syndrome. She also has tweets about Mexican people, Indian people, and Asian people. The tweets were just never ending, and like I said, she was deleting them as they were resurfacing. In one tweet, she says George Bush has more balls than Obama, and in another, she says she needs Black people to stop trying to pull the Black card all the time. In 2016, she says, "Stop saying if Trump wins, you're gonna move out of the country. You can't even move out of your mama's house." Oh, and she admits that a taken man is more attractive than a single one. The tweets honestly just get worse as you kept scrolling. And this is what she tweeted about Kobe Bryant's wife, Vanessa. Then later, she did a photo shoot where she's laying on top of a magazine that says "Remembering Gianna," who is Kobe and Vanessa's daughter. So yeah, I'm not surprised that she deactivated her account. And she has also limited the comments on her Instagram. I really don't like dogpiling on a woman, but Kayla has been shading Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift for years for a past relationship that was over way before Travis ever even met Taylor. Some of you want to say that the Halloween costume was a clapback to one line that Taylor had in her song Opalite, where she is literally just singing from Travis's perspective, saying that he felt alone in his past relationship. If anything, I would argue that that wasn't even Taylor shading Kayla. Again, she's simply singing about Travis's experience. Meanwhile, again, Kayla has a proven history of being shady and weird towards girls, especially when a man is involved. And now you have all these problematic tweets, and she deactivated her account. And this is what happens when you poke the Swifties. I'm sorry. But let me know your thoughts down below and follow me for more.
We might hold on now.
But I think cancel culture can be beat or met with, at least with accountability. Everyone makes mistakes. I know there's certainly been a time where people have pulled up old tweets of mine that I was not proud of. But it's like, also, this is when Twitter first started. I was attempting to be this like talking head in the entertainment media space. I was working at places like TMZ and like Oprah Winfrey Network. I was like in the thick of it. Yeah, girl. But it was like, in that era, in that time, that's when fashion police was a thing. And like people were on E! News, and you're ripping people for the art of entertainment.
Listen.
And I'm getting on Twitter doing that. So if you go and pull up those old tweets, it's like, God, she was a bitch. And like, kind of, honestly, I did feel like a bitch, and which is why I quit working at TMZ, because I didn't like how it made me feel. But I do think, like you said, you have to give people a little grace.
Yeah.
We all make mistakes.
Yes.
Everybody has those days. And I'm not ashamed. I'll own up to it now, too. Like, what I said back then is not how I feel now. It's not how I think now. I don't subscribe to that thought process at all. I'm sorry. And I'm sure the girl that got kicked off Love Island.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Guys, Kayla is in hot mess. She have deactivated her Twitter account after a lot of tweets she tweeted 10 years ago, 10 years or 15 years ago, got dug out by Taylor Swift fans. And guys, the backlash she's getting is so much because of the content of the tweet. So we are going to be going through people's reaction, and I will give you my own opinion, because a lot of people are condemning her, trying to cancel her, why some people are saying that they stand by her. Some people are saying that when she did that tweet, that she was still like very young, and they will not cancel her because of that. Why other people are trying everything they can to cancel her. Many people are saying that the person responsible for this is Taylor Swift. They say that it's not her fans that did it. They say that she's the person that she hired some people to always leave hate comments about Kayla Nicole, and also maybe those people are the same people who went to dug out all these whole dirty tweets just to put her down. I don't know what is happening, but it seems like they are in very bad terms because of the husband to be or the ex-husband of Kayla Nicole. But guys, we are going to go through people reaction, what people are saying about this, and I'll give you my own opinion after we watch the video. Before we get into watching people's reaction, I want to say that I feel like that podcast you saw was what gave whoever dug out this dirty tweet hint, because you can see that she admitted that she had tweeted a lot of dirty things before. And honestly, I wish all these celebrities will go down their Twitter account and delete a lot of not too good things. Like if I'm a celebrity, that is what I would do. Go down a lot of my social media handles and remove anything that can incriminate me in future. But guys, let's get into this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Guys, can you help me give this video a hype? Please, any of my video you watch, can you give it a like and a hype? It will help me get to wider audience.
Okay, hot take. I don't care about Kayla Nicole's Twitter or past tweets as much as you guys would want me to. Is what she said disgusting and deplorable? Absolutely. No one, especially black people, should be any type of ick or ism. But I'm going to do what white people love to do for their favorite white celeb. Honestly, not even celebrity, just white person in general. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. That's right. I'm going to extend grace, and I'm going to do the other favorite thing they love to do. I'm going to infantilize her. She did make those tweets when she was 17, 20 years old, somewhere in that pocket, so about 14, 17 years ago. I'm going to hope that she has had enough life experience and growth to know that those words, those actions, those thoughts, inappropriate and disgusting. And is she an idiot for not thinking to scrub that a lot sooner than today? Yes, 100%. She's an influencer. She's 34. She was raised with the internet. She has seen her own peers fall to this type of dumb acidness. But what really gets me about all of this is that Swifties are trying to use this as a gotcha. They are trying to use this to justify Taylor Swift's actions and behaviors leading up to this moment. When just at the beginning of this week, Swifties were mad at her, and rightfully so. Because the Trump administration, the same Trump administration who was dogging her, just used her song in a video to help push their disgusting agenda. And you know what their fave is doing right now? Keeping it quiet, keeping it mute, not running to her lawyers like she loves to typically do. I mean, this girl loves to sue so much you would think it's a fucking hobby. And so, rightfully so, her Swifties are like, call this out, sue him, say don't use my shit. And her response has been crickets. But you know what instead they are shifting their attention to? This Kayla Nicole shit. Well, yes, that is important. What she said is bad. Those tweets are bad. But the timing of it, just to try and distract from the original point, no, keep your foot on that bitch's fucking neck. Because when this album dropped and people were saying, hey, dog whistles, a lot of MAGA whistles, a lot of inappropriate racism, the Swifties were saying, no, she voted for Kamala. And then when the Trump administration used the video this week and used her sound, they were calling it out. And now all of a sudden that conversation is gone. Like, stand on business, follow through with that. Make sure she's being held accountable for once. Because at the end of the day, Kayla Nicole is small potatoes. Sorry, she's having a moment right now, but she wasn't like that girl, okay? Alandria was more that girl this year than Kayla Nicole has been since she's been in the public eye. Okay, so let's not distract from what's important here.
Okay, I've seen the tweets. You guys have spammed me on my comment section. You guys have spammed me in my DMs. I don't support that. So I in fact have barely anything to say. But while we're here, let's just drop some of the very problematic things that Taylor Swift has also done, because nobody is the same. So here I come with the receipts. I don't support anything that Kayla Nicole has said that was racist, homophobic, xenophobic, anything. Let's actually start there, but let's go. So I'm gonna add this screenshot here that has a list of crazy, insane, unnecessary things that Taylor Swift has done along the years, because if we're gonna call one person out, why don't we just call everyone out at the same time? I'm also going to add in a picture that she took with someone that had a swastika on their shirt, whether it's a friend, a fan, or whatever, I'm not sure, but she didn't deny the picture, and everyone knows what a swastika is. So everyone sucks, essentially. It's definitely unfortunate that Kayla's tweets got surfaced online because they were awful, and I don't support that. I don't condone that. Since some of you guys have been looking for a statement, I don't support any of that, but if you don't support that type of stuff, then you also should not support Taylor Swift, and that's all I have to say. This is my actual final point. Y'all know on my page, I hold everybody accountable. I'm hoping y'all are able to do the same, because if you cannot hold your fave accountable for interacting with people who show Nazi symbols, dating a minor, she dated Harry Styles when he was 17, she was 23, that is pedophilic behavior, and all those lightning bolt necklaces, the 8 lightning bolts, we are not dumb, and we are very well aware of the things that she is promoting, but if you cannot hold her accountable also, then maybe just get off of my page.
You know what? This situation with Kayla Nicole and the tweets, and y'all are trying to now ruin this girl's life. Like, what is really going on? Y'all forget that Taylor Lovely Swift put Kayla in a song. She may not have addressed her directly while saying her name outright, but the line in Opalite, she was always on her phone, that was about Kayla, guys. Why? So y'all dug up old tweets from 2010. What was she like 15? I don't even know because I don't even know how old Kayla is right now, but this is enough. Y'all are trying to ruin people's lives. It's not cute. And the same, like Taylor makes music where she is talking about her exes continuously. And the Easter eggs and y'all digging, get a life. I'm going to always ride for people, for the underdog, okay? Because this makes absolutely no sense. Taylor did not have to put Kayla in a song. And just like y'all are riding for Taylor, I'm gonna ride for Kayla Nicole, even though I like Taylor. This is stupid and ruining people's lives, digging up old stuff. Give it a rest already. Enough.
Taylor Swift and her selective outrage. Let's talk about it. Monday, the official White House TikTok posted a very strange montage to the beautiful sounds of Taylor Swift singing The Fate of Ophelia. As a reminder, this is the same man who last September announced his hatred for Taylor Swift on Truth Social and who this very May decided she was no longer hot. Another reminder, this is the woman who in 2019 accused the president of gaslighting the American public and compared his presidency to an autocracy. Ostensibly, these are like warring factions. 22-second video pairs Taylor's vocals with a set of very strange images like army troops and a missile firing and the president and the vice president and their wives, and then most alarmingly, like a zoomed in photo of the president's mugshot. Very strange. Ultimately, the TikTok is an ode to this current administration and its very disastrous and harmful policies, all paired with the sweet, sweet vocals of your problematic fave, you know, the woman who's not a bad bitch and not a savage, right? And all of this has me shook considering how controlling Taylor Swift has notoriously been over her messaging, her branding, her music, and how like rabidly her fans have been dogging Black women for the last couple of weeks for accusing Taylor of her like microaggressive behavior and this weird obsession with besting Black women. This background notwithstanding, to my knowledge, Taylor Swift hasn't done anything to rebuke this weird TikTok or to rebuke the president for using her music to like invoke and celebrate his very, very harmful policies, right? She's silent. The girl's silent. I guess what's ultimately a boon to the president is the longer she waits to say anything, the more views and likes this video gets, right? Like the last time I checked, it was at 6.3 million views and had 700,000 likes. So all the while, Taylor remains silent and people are associating this administration and his policies to Taylor Swift. I guess the overarching question here is, what does this TikTok actually accomplish? For one, it pairs this incredibly alt-right administration with the vocals and music of a woman who has very recently descended into microaggressive, potentially anti-Black, and very trad wife messaging, right? It's a beautiful pairing of the two. The video also signals to fans that Trump is with Taylor, and maybe, just maybe, it signals that Taylor might be with the president as well, which then ultimately gives license to these fans at the political border who are not Democrats and who are too afraid to say that they're conservative. Hey, it's okay to be conservative. And at bottom, it creates a permission structure for these conservative fans. The president used her music. She didn't say anything about it. I can be a Taylor Swift fan and I can be a supporter of this administration. It's all very weird. And zoom out with me for a second, right? Because I know that many of you are going to say, it's not her responsibility to speak out against the president. Well, I know that you know that he's been ripping this democracy apart. And I imagine that someone who feels so strongly about what he's doing would want to disavow him as soon as possible, right? So Taylor's silence is spooky. And this is especially true for Taylor Swift, who again has proven herself to be incredibly litigious, who loves to sue in the courts, who loves to call out people who take advantage of her music, right? And the question I'll leave you with is, why hasn't Taylor Swift or her management or Therese said anything about this? Why is everyone so silent? And in fact, there's a precedent for the opposite behavior. Remember last November when the White House posted a celebratory TikTok in November and used Olivia Rodrigo's song, Deja Vu. Olivia commented, ew, don't ever use my sound again. Thank you. And then pretty promptly, the song was removed from the video. She took action, she was outspoken, and everything got handled very quickly. Whatever the reason for the silence, Taylor is literally never beating the conservative allegations. Okay.
I just saw the Kayla Nicole tweets. Let me tell y'all something. 2011, 14 years ago. I think she 30. I think she was born in 91. She was like 20, 21. And let me tell you, unless y'all can go back and slap the hell out of 20-year-old her, ask her where she stands on that shit now and move on. Because y'all would have hated to see the dumb shit I was saying at 20. I wasn't on Twitter. Again, this isn't absolving. What y'all want to do? Y'all don't think a motherfucker... This isn't a white person making these posts. There's a lot of... The experience of Blackness and how you navigate your Blackness and the language you use and your understanding of... I never used the word texturism before I was 35. It was a white person who used the term BIPOC towards me in like 2015. And I was like, what the fuck is that? Taylor Swift was getting her pussy gutted by a man who called Black women a bunch of bitches. And in response to her getting stretched and cream pied by a racist, she brought Ice Spice out for a bullshit ass feature. I don't know the girl personally, but ask her the question. Ask where she at. But I'm like, I thought this a couple years ago, like she was 20. Again, an adult. But I believe the Black experience is individualized. And the tweets that I saw, a lot of it was talking about texturism and her using the word nigga and shit like that. Dumb shit. And for me, that looks like the type of jokes you tell when all your friends are white. Because I've been there. It's just not documented. It's just not documented. And I'll be real with y'all. You got to be open to a little bit of that shit to fuck a white man anyway. And I'm not trying to activate nobody. I'm saying that as someone who dated white men exclusively at a time in my life, to be that close to white supremacy, to have white supremacy in your guts, there's a lot of work that has to be done. You're challenging yourself around your blackness. The world is challenging yourself around your blackness. I can't imagine. That's hard shit to do when you're a kid, when you're young. Frontal lobe is developing. You're adolescent until the age of, as an adolescent sex educator myself, you're an adolescent at the age of 24. Y'all just had a whole tribe of Republicans talking about sending people to gas chambers, and they were in their mid-30s last week. So that's what I think about it. I think it's childish and dumb, and I hope she doesn't have those same beliefs, and I would love for her to address those things, and I don't think it should have to be a deep-ass addressing because, again, it wasn't, oh my God, I don't know, some egregious shit where it's like, oh, bitch, that's wild. But texturism and all these other things, I wish I would have been more aware of the beauty of my blackness and understood how I was a tool of white supremacy. I wish I would have had that understanding far younger in my life, but I didn't. So I don't know what else to say. And if y'all don't think this wasn't planned because of these damn Swifties being mad, so this whole time this lady is trying to be Miss KKK 2026.
These tweets are not proof that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are these loving, kind, amazing people that just do no wrong. And Kayla Nicole, she is just this evil black woman. She's the issue. That's not what these tweets prove. These tweets are awful. They're terrible. And therefore, I cannot defend Kayla Nicole on this one. This is something that she's going to have to figure out on her own. And black women, we should just sit this one out. And I say that because this is like a reckoning for Kayla. Kayla seems like the type of person, now this is just my opinion, I don't know her personally. She seems like the type of person that has gone most of her life living in her ego, being a kind of a terrible person, like a mean girl, like a mean, nasty person, because I don't care what era it is, whatever era it is to be mean. If you take that as an opportunity to let out your hatred and disgust and dislike for others, that's just you as a bad person. You have bad character. And these tweets resurfacing are part of making Taylor and Travis look good. I'm not going to deny that. To make them look good and make Kayla look like she is the evil one. At the same time, this is a tower moment for Kayla. A tower moment is when you are going through life living a certain way, and whatever you believe in, God, spirit, whatever it is that you believe in, they're going to keep tapping you on the shoulder like, hey, your behavior needs to change. You need to stop. And the longer you put it off, the bigger and worse your tower moment is going to be. And that's exactly what she's experiencing. This will most likely send her into an ego death. And this is also another part of karma. What you put out there, it will come back to haunt you, good or bad. And those tweets have resurfaced to haunt her. And I don't know how she's going to make this. I don't know, because those tweets are terrible. She even came for black women, colorist. And then I don't feel like her behavior has changed that much by the way she decided to go onto Chris Brown on the stage at a Chris Brown concert, knowing that man is a colorist and she's a brown woman. That was not for black women. That was for Kayla. That was her being in her ego. So don't get in the way of somebody receiving their karma. Every black woman, we just need to sit back and let her deal with it. She'll be okay. And personally for me, I don't defend women. I don't care what race you are. If you're a mean girl, you have a terrible personality, and your character is shit, I'm not defending you. You on your own on that one. You got to go heal. Go talk to God.
There has been countless celebrities that have gotten old tweets exposed. So why does it keep happening? Why do these tweets keep being found on Twitter for people to expose y'all? I don't get it. This has happened so many times. You would think people would be like, you know what? Let me go all the way back to the start of my Twitter and delete everything that would even be, might as well just delete every tweet before 4 years ago. Like, that's your best bet. I have had 3 different Twitters, I think. And I have been through every single one top to bottom. One Twitter, it would get me canceled for the rest of my life. I was just saying anything, that Twitter would be gone. All my I tweeted old Tyler. I used to tweet some crazy things, okay? I used to be a little deranged. I would delete all that stuff. So people cannot, why are we, like, I'm not understanding how these tweets are still happening, how they're still getting exposed. Like, what? And you want to delete them when they're fat? Like, y'all got step it up.
So here's my take on this. I feel like Kayla sued herself out during that podcast when she admitted that she had tweeted a lot of bad things previously. But the thing is, why is it that she never go back to delete a lot of those tweets? Because honestly, I feel like this will affect her image badly, because there are a lot of people involved here. Another thing we have to bear in mind is that during the time she made this tweet, sensitivity or awareness for racism is not as hard or as strong as it is now. Because if you check through the internet, back in 2010s, a lot of people feel so free to say a lot of things and do a lot of things that are so very racist that if they do today, they will be cancelled forever. Check during that 2010s, 2015, 2013, there are some YouTubers that used to post blackface, make mockery of black people with their videos, and people will view their video and a lot of people don't see anything bad with that video. I think they started getting backlash after Black Lives Matters. Even when TikTok started, there are a lot of people that used to do racist things, very racist things on TikTok, and people consume that content until Black Lives Matters. After Black Lives Matters, that is when people started looking deep into all those things and calling people out and all that. I also feel like if Huda had done what she did this time and got the kind of backlash she got this, if she had done it in 2010s, the backlash would not be that much. I feel like sensitivity to racism is very, very strong, and also cancel culture is also very, very strong right now, which is the reason why a lot of people are being mindful of the kind of thing they tweet. And a lot of people are saying that based on what she tweets, it seems like she's not a very good person, like she's not good person. Like, let's forget about racism, let's forget about everything, let's talk about like she as a person. Based on those kind of tweets and the kind of hate in that tweet, especially towards that Mexican girl and also the black person and like the whole of both the Asian guy, right? A lot of those tweets indicate that she's not a very good person. Now, I cannot say that because honestly, I don't know her too much. I have not seen a lot of things or see her done a lot of bad things. But like, I feel like a lot of people have done something this bad also on Twitter, or have tweeted something this bad on Twitter back in 2010, just because of the fact that people are not too much sensitive to racism as they are today. But guys, I want to know what you think in the comment section. A lot of people say that she will never come back again, or this may affect her heavily, being that everything she owns is built on social media. I'm still asking, why is it that all these people know about what they said previously but do not take time to go delete those things? Because she remembered that she said something bad, very terrible. Why is it that she did not go back and be like, okay, let me delete all these tweets because it doesn't look good? Why? I don't know, honestly. But guys, I want to know what you think in the comment section. A lot of people say that she will not come back again on Twitter and also on social media, that this will affect her heavily. I want to know what you think in the comment section. A lot of black people are supporting her, while large majority are not supporting her. Then there are street fans are also not having it easy with her. But I have not seen a lot of white people comment on this, or a lot of Asians comment on this. I really want to hear the voice of Asians about this one. But guys, I want to know what you think in the comment section. I honestly wish people will be very, very careful about things they put on social media about other people. Like, what you want to say about people, you should be very careful, because a lot of times one thing you say may come back for you, like come back to bite you in 10 years time. They will just come back and be like, wow, look at what you did that time. But I want to know what you think in the comment section. Guys, please remember to give this video a hype, subscribe to my channel, and let me see you in my next one.